Today we're gonna do a pretty cool project on this Gravely ZTX 42 lawnmower. On top of doing oil change, we can also replace the drain plug with much better option right here. As you can see, the design is just horrible when it comes to drain plug. It's very tough to access it, and then oil would, if you drain in, oil would just go on the frame, mess everything up. It will be a very messy job doing oil change here. So I'm gonna replace that drain plug with this drain zit, and it's a 14-inch hose. And if everything goes right, it should extend drain location to about here. Then I would simply unscrew this and drain here, and I would have a catch pan right here. So I'm gonna start by draining the oil. It's gonna be tough, but I'll try to use a flathead screwdriver to open this cap. Since I don't have any clear plastic tube to put there, I'll use this shield for electrical wire. Put it like this. By the way, other negative thing of this design is it takes forever to drain fluid. Gonna turn this yellow piece counterclockwise. Size is 5/8. It looks like size is 5/8, but it doesn't want to go. Last time I did it, I believe it worked with 5/8. Now it's not working, so I'm gonna use vice grips. Okay, it works with those vice grips. And now it's turning the yellow and the black piece together. Definitely pain to work on. It's gonna get the frame dirty, but I'm gonna clean it later because it's not worth it now. I'll just remove everything, the whole piece. It's there pretty deep. Now, since it's there deep, I'm gonna look, double check. I wanna make sure nothing gets inside that drain hole. I'm gonna also remove the oil filter. Hopefully it's not too tight there. And it is actually kinda tight. So, gonna use oil filter wrench to loosen it. Just to show you the opening right here. That's where the drain plug is. So I'm gonna try to clean up a little bit here. It's just dirt, but I'd rather not have any dirt go back into the hole. So by looking at the drain hole, I should be able to just put this in, but I think I'll have issues with tightening it further, just because of how deep it is. So at Home Depot, about 3/8, I think it's called coupling. One is this type, another one this. So I'm gonna first insert those, and with those I should be able to put like a ratchet with deep socket and tighten it further. Just don't over tighten it. It is metal, but I'm not sure if it's steel or aluminum. This procedure, I think it's optional, because I'm gonna use Teflon tape to get those two together. Oil is pretty thick, so I don't think it's really necessary, but I don't know. Let me know what you think, if it's something that needs to be done or not really. And I'll do same thing on other side. Sorry, there is no good way to get angle really good to see, but from here should be fairly decent. It's very slippery there because of oil. I'm just trying to hand tighten this part. Probably better if I wipe that place clean first. Okay, let's try again. Okay, now it's in. I'm gonna use deep socket 3/4 to get it a bit tighter. Unfortunately, it's so tight there that even with ratchet it's tough to get it good, so I'm gonna use a wrench. Okay, now it's good. Now from this angle I think you'll be able to see more. Now I'm gonna put this hose in that part. It's probably not gonna be easy too. I'm gonna eject out the zero turn. I'm gonna remove this bolt on the wheel to hopefully get a little better access. Even though it's almost not blocking, but still I think it'll be a little bit easier. Okay, I'm gonna try again. And yeah, it actually did give me a much better access. As you can see, it's going in. The size of this one is 11/16. Seems like from here it's a little bit easier with wrench, but still tough. Okay, looks good. Now I'm gonna put in oil filter, but before I do that, according to a service manual of Kohler engine, I need to put some oil inside the oil filter. And again, according to them, you should fill oil to the thread, so which is pretty much almost full. I don't know if it's gonna work or if I'll lose most of it when I'm trying to insert it into the engine, but we'll see. Forgot to add on a gasket. Okay. Remember, oil filter should be just hand tight. So that should be good. Finally, I'm just gonna wipe this area clean. I'm gonna use this oil, but any SAE 30 would be good. Now there are several options you could use. So there is this one, SAE 30. It all depends on your weather, but I think this should be good for all type of weather condition. You could also use 10W30, or you could use Kohler Pro. I think it's 2050, and according to what they say is with their oil and their filter, engine would work for 300 hours without needing new oil for full 300 hours. I'm not using it, even though it's not that expensive. The reason I'm not using it is I'll probably be putting 50 hours or less in a year for this lawnmower. So for me not to replace oil for like, I don't know, 5-10 years, I don't see me doing that. I'll still replace oil at least once every 2 years or so, maybe once a year. But maybe in the future I will try what they recommend. I will provide Amazon affiliate links for their oil filter and what I use as well. So now let's just fill this. I believe it's about 48 ounces, but we're gonna check the level when we're done. Let's check. Seems like right in the middle, not full. Just add some more till it's full. Now I'm gonna turn this hose this way. So how I was planning on using it is when it's time for oil change, I'll have it this way. I'll put oil pan here and just do a little bit just to make sure it's working. And it is working. When you're done, you could just lift it up and it's not gonna leak oil. And I'd rather keep it something like this when I'm not draining, so that in case this cap comes loose, it's still not gonna drain oil. That's how I installed it. So it should be pretty easy to take it from here, lower it and drain. Now I can put wheel back on. I also recommend checking it once in a while. Make sure it's not leaking, check with a dipstick, and I'll start it. The engine runs good, and it should be noted that last time I did oil change, I tried using 530, and engine was running very rough, so don't use 530. Now let's look at this one inside. That was really stuck there. What I was telling you before about draining slowly is instead of draining with this hole, just has two small holes here. So when you loosen this one, you'll have access for those two small holes for fluid to go through. So it would take pretty decent time for whole oil to drain. So I'm happy the way it looks and works. Obviously keep your hose away from this section because it's hot. Think like this, mine is not gonna be even close to it, so it should be good. If you have any questions, let me know, I'll try to respond as soon as I can. I'll leave Amazon affiliate links to products I use to get the project done. Thanks for watching, see you next time.